we no me ache de.
I see. Just what do Onkano.
No, I be saying, was any power cranty. If I'm in the minute, be son, say, then my na dear no becca. And so what I will. Obeganka won't quada.
I'm a young could be no said that for phone or fro. I know a Sister Angela. Then I know so a quack come on some 2 party and I'm the IO. Also, son and Pacrobaca. Yeah, I got there. If you find there.
Oh, Bibia double call.
I didn't know Mamma who he didn't ya.
Eh, well, Mamma dear, one no person, yes, I will make us a winnie capre. And so no, when you pad do, or person, yes, I will. Or person, yes, I will. Yes. It don't to me, my yes, so Tina, we and I dare him. Udru baby, and nipa budget won't quaw, so Basengo for budget. On should be so on to do I if you are a coffee topic, we buy, metro quiet nipa fast or betting me a duty. It will crobby. So Basso do ding, coin be asked so I bet it. Papa be. Or to me, Bonibawa Bontia and the crops, Papa with a Bonibano. What did I do?
What down for right or wrong reason?
Why didn't you call? And I did one of you, no idea.
Send me the Yakabeko Friday. I fear.
I also the Indian number 2. Okay. Come Mamma, just some genie pan one in chess.
Now, cousin, if I 2 queries this year.
Quite for
kind of comment back.
Almost say.
Also, Coconne, the minimum you bit me.
I know Yako is not normal.
I'm confirming, say, as a mamma Tatanaka say, a clear consultant in Yako. Was a comment to say, no, him say, a clear entity, but no, him say Yako, dear.
Or say, I knew Yako is not normal, but this worship leader is worse off.
Honorable.
And I'll be a Canada friend, Breno. I say, I call Kumama and a coconut into America, Coconut, a leader of Sia, on a Cynthia. And you
daughters, and I wear Edna.
Oh, Cynthia,
maybe Cynthia,
and
now we are Monica.
Cynthia,
Edna, and Winnie. And I'm fine to see them.
Okay, but this time, dear me, Edna.
Mamma, go on, so I'm called Jumaka Cramra. Young call, and round the Asante Regional Minister, Honorable Samuel Simmons, Echo Babia, Nipa Boniphobi, Akuchucha, Santimantemo, light post, Honiama, and the Kaka Hono. Na atokwamena ewa homano so mamini kani atomon komo kakra area ebeko minister ho na ensemo odi trujano ye dia bremo. Ato good morning, that's I.
Morning, honorable.
Ano ayene he na mokoye bo ne ekosi ho nyina to fama atokwamena is our reporter journalist. He was with the Asante Regional Minister the course. Na to me enti but on for video no to so mama odi ato yanko.
Yo honorable me da say obehwa na say Asante Mantem ya emiana bebre o ho a ana omoye complain say omode sumu na obi nim adepotia na esi na enra ade na enra aye Asante Regional Security Council lead by Honorable Samuel Semensa or Asante Mantem ya swafo ene Honorable Samuel Pan came mayor ene aye security agent ahodwa e Ghana e Asante Mantem ya nyina no ebo anan ekopemu e wodwoso na udu adwoso a osabo no e osani faso omo ye omo dua emo ewo ho a ya asase ya nchamo pa na wabra enu a ye kodu ho na chese aye high tension pole kese pa mako aye nwotwe na enu a ye kodu ho no na de nyina no abubu a na eda form na ye busa aye oswa opani a aye friend aye Collins Menu ono ina oye customer for edema ECG adimako no e Asante Mantem ya no ye busa ne se ekoba ne sei ne sa po akase we nyina no eda form eda omo kire se aye partnership no both and not akase bi ebuboma etumi ma partnership no etumi ejina na eno na nhwemu kire se nipa bonifo bi atumi anya daache akodu to sa post ni akodu to sa aye both and not ni nyina e de free partnership no mu enti na kire se tisi wo nyina no na both bia emom enti wa bla esu data bi etoye na sane na from bi efaye no na nam na buku poli na edi agufom ndi na ado say my kudu ho na chese poli na no seketo he no ni na abubu na sa po ya kan wasemi efri aye ahoma so na atwam afri adwoso na abesom enipa bi ewo kumawu jakobu manso ene aye san konko ni nyina no omo high tension pole na be no ka say no sapo phone na ebubu no esan eji ebeto ba akoso na mesom aye commercial important se bantima ene fantasy ene ne important no na ekoba sa ya na telephone bo modern etumi yi sa phone nyina di se me no kasa edie empepre edie bi te jakobu kumewu manso ene ne important die di se me no kasa light no akoye on off nyina na se eni pa boni fo bi etuna ko bitu
mikromo manso ahuna mane
ada bukuru bo so na mane
kan ya po igina hokura na yenya ne say na po na sanso afrato na atomimi sa okakra what is the intention mutietie mu no member minister all right the ba central funds mo ko ba bia mo de maso to form kakra post no sa boat na ebom no ye de boat creator kobam ana ye de boat creator kem ana nipa no ya okoton ana nipa dasani na eboa paye na dwen se okotutu amapo na bu na kane na dum sa na ne age what mo de maso to form no yesi be na mote ana mantere
ona bibi de tie pa wa ba ko ye ne de na asante regional minister on the no odi hu ya wo se sa ne man akọ na ECG for no mani abre pa se nipa polifo bi atini akodi sa djuma no akodutu omo ne man no de mo che se omo tutu sa na bo te not no ade ade bo tie pa enti osusu se omo tutu sa na omo tini ko no makoton na mo ye kwae no na timamufo na wo ho no na no mu din ko na se ma omo kan se ade we die omo tutu se politics kakra awom eti se ba attention for we die omo ti bi da se bi betime nya daage akoforo akodutu woniema se enimpa bi embebre so koto te enimpa bi mebre sa ade ba ko mu se enimpa bi na afato mu nsem ommeti tu sa na medi nyina na se edubu a na ede how abre oman no nempo se ye ko du so na aba ene sobo no agba aban se aban no ene enye na dwuma ye na enam so a ha bi so nyina no aba enti en to ade na mu fo na so mu kare se almost to say enipa dia akwa ene ko ye ene ko tu ye lebo almost to say amene ko nibi na mo pese o how pa beda o mari nyina so
ato mama mi se wasem kakra se wa omo no de omo kire omo adwen se adwen ebeba nipa da se ni trimu se yankane a sebi oye MPP ni oye CPP ni oye NDC ni oye electric weather oye mason oye carpenter ana adwuma bi a wode kanea ye bia no sabi kanea ne gina so a obetumi ede aye wodwuma obeni osika gubotom party de wodi akire ye ba party no obi a machiche sika ma wo edu adwuma wo ye no so mo wani koso deze bi a wo ye telani na wo ye MPP NDC CPP ni ade na ye bo pa se ko twitwa ahoma no to form ne nkasa aban no ne ya to aba ma bi a CPP ana se e bi a whatever party no a wo se nipa no uti wo ho wo ye reasonable
ana kwere na medinu ho ana mentia
because me pesa maji eno adi I mean say omo na ekere omo adwen pesa maji o na omo kotutu na ye so ombetimi akoton no eno nso so minim say security for no investigation but ye kire ya adwen ye di nkomo omo koton ma hwan mo Ghana fo bia na ekoto sa boat no a ono anim sese bi magazine boat bi e okrom ha bia kwabra okọ magazine ha benya bi no enti kakra dia ye high tension ma ye de benya kanea no eno na omo kotutu akoton
ona bo no free asamo for na fi busana ensu mo chefe omo ana ye no mo ho a omo ye afuo no aye no mo di nkomo na chefe moto net no e ade ne boarding so mo tutu a omo tumi akoton ama ye nwan ma mo ye condemn for no omo tumi akoton ama mo ebi so ho a omo su se ebi a ECG adwumakuo na fo na ebi na nim se sa ade no ne boarding no mo nim kwan mfaso a omo tutu komo tumi etutu akoton ade ama omo ho ansama na omo ana ye adwuma ho no omo eka mo kan no na eno ampenifo na omo ko ne de omo de omo fa ne se ye nipa bonifo bi na abedu tusa aye bote not no na mo so a ede o hawa bre na no aye ko no pani a oye kasamafo ede ma ECG adwumako no exercise obehia aye 1.2 billion US dollars ansana omo tumi ede asiesie atọrẹnkyẹm no ẹni high tension ne ẹni nneɛma a ọmọ tutu ẹdi ẹfunu wọn ẹni wọn abo ẹni wọn ẹkọ ẹni deɛ nyamia anim ni na nsɛm no ayɛ bebree.
na ɔsɛmpa ato nipa no a adeɛ no si n'afom hɔ me hu video but I'm for pictures into so ma na video into so ma me hu no Facebook call Facebook Kessben FM obehu ne ayeka ho aseme nipa no ade ne si na phone bo me hu say emo nso de odua na du time emo yi enyinyini za ena no ne yeka emo a sebi ye pam no ma wom enti mu wura no wontra se enti mu wura no so be so kire se enti wo hu so obi akra be gina na fo mu ma ne bisa ne se obeboa ne mu matutuo ana obeboa na na be pam mu no ma
na bo na ro husem se kodu wo no omo ano mo ye adwuma wo na omo no amo ne de omo dua amo ne de eno a omo hu se sampani fu ba no omo ino obi afra bi fai obi a pe baby
obi a ko oni ni se ebi anu wo nso suro se tena nko yanko ka se esi wo mu nti no ma betu atofom
ena bo no so betumi aye bibi foforo because eno no se ne enim se nanka oho be duwa nanka omo dua emo no mo ye nima kase wo no eno e ko ye oba ba ko pe ne wo ho na emom omo a na omo efie ewo enchenchen no ene ne ma ko do na ekoso na omo hu se papo no eda fom ne de eno na nsem mo kan de na ebebire pa enya asam ko to asenga omo hu ni papura obedi pa omumiyesem na ka me nyini se community any pan ho be che no
atonti si so be my specific place no a na eda fom a ye share sisi a Kessben FM but don't join me live on Facebook Kessben FM abe ye share specific place ni ye hen
Honorable say otra Jessica Kra na bi Anita Hotel ewo no odu ho a wo say o ma hwehwe ejabi kakra bi ho nu a wo sa nipa so onya tane kwa ase wa o wa kese bi da ho a nipa bi edua emo ene ka anya ma no
sa wura no a ase ofa okodwabe na fa jo so kwan ba ko no so a wo be fa so na se o be fa main road no so a ate aka mfimfi ho no
okay.
Otra nita hwa toba bi kura hodua bi ase ya me konkran ya me meta gina ho enti sa kire ho no na o makwa yes ade no desa ato ho de yekrom edi so obi na di bote not ana spa na akodo otutu asa san ke nipa hu no
awona bo ho yekrom o na so o wadi kan o tra de ebi kan no ana o ko bo fuo mu ekotutu ano de no ana o tra ekọ de ni ka kotutu de atosu mienu and the top of your son so or time to 20 or the poor free and you san or they pop. And what the poor free
don't say no to a top form.
And my come up and what to me now
and watch it.
And what
I can't expect.
And honorable
I told you I won't expect it, but only penny for the regional minister to an in Bedinkomo. Only one a call. Now the dangerous aspect in say we kwabena high tension pole the little investigation and run ajo made him aso to form bi say ECG for no power and nemu ya a free timer ebesia call even the northern sector near other places you know and ne power ketwa e di nipa no work so that the enemy no won slow and we ya na ebe to form no I'm surprised anyway edi watutu na boat ni ni munya bi wo form e gua no ya odi ni nyina akọ
on about me na koi of put selling na the koi because enipa we see bone kwan so wo die no wo wie no enema na hia ni selling na e the koi nti on about the see no say ya dia
na chese o de kia ekosi ho ana aboboya ana ka bi na o se go because kwabena sa ma ayi aye ka ho asem sa pilot akese no enya simple so betimi ni boat agu atare mu ana de agu botom ako ana to be ko botom
ona bo menyin se okoto de betumi akom ebi a betumi de se ade sa bobo ya o de be ko fesu ana se o me pass cha be bi na ofiwi a o de ogum di akwa ana bo obi antimenchire
okay mama na wasipa thank you very much atokwa na a journalist enra yensantre ni on regional minister honorable Samuel Semensa ekoho the regional minister Eden Sampi and Trucha na yentie honorable minister mra yaba yebeto so yentie ne kakra.
Now the circuit form the backbone of power supply in Ashanti region. Enya atuyenchem. Nti ama areas bi ohwa omu ni nkania. Na emom no omu ye ho adwuma. Ntempana no metie na wo se mebo members of the Regional Security Council amande because we so e bambonsem. Bambonsem bia nso ehye Regional Security Council sem e wo Asante Mantemu. Na yentimi ntena fie to se yedi ani behwe ni hu the nature of the problem enti ma engineer so ti se epese yeba na at least yedi ani behwe na yensu yenya briefing ye hu enhyehyɛ ya om de ato akwan se ne be ya ba bi ni nkania no o mu nyina benya nkania na some of the to dwom de em say eye Muhammad say already no o matimi ama microphone bi nkane na pylon no bu no ba kumbu koto de na anka no ana ne line bi emu no so nti na ama na ye problem say o matimi yi afiso aka nhoma bi a wo so twetwe nhoma ni wi a o kire say baabi aka ni nyina obi a benya nkanya na emo medical kese na bre obi selfish interest obi pesa minkumnya yie yonti no ama oman no ana ECG ebe boka 1.2 million already no ECG try say instability in power supply urban on be rectify tisika on di betimi dia solve problem sisi ye de sesika no ebe sisi we yesrem ye nyina ye nhwe se yehu obi suban bi se fankania no efa pylon bia ho ana efa die bi ye oman no ye nyina dia na hu se de suban no nye suban a esa efata momi asonti ni ntu ana mo ntem we bia obi hu wo mokura be wan ka hwe tole bi obi timi enam kwan ho no hu se obi akoto ECG for ka currency ho na otwe cable ewo form ni ahwe na no atwe cable no akoton ebidu anadwo ne hu se whole light ni nyina eden off enti momanya fa yani antu form ni hu sa ne ma bia quickly no ye report to ema bambofo no yintu ho anamam mesre ECG fo so se we aboye no yenso ye na ye ho so ye hu se ebia na nye we nko a no momo madwuma ye fo no emfa pylon ni nyina ase no momo monitor se ebi nsi ba bi fofora ebia ye nya hu ne because ebi kura na we na asi no na isa na ebia kase bi e wo ba bi ti bibi sa ho no mo a na animu ya yehu ne ensano ne nkofa atoye nkyem foforo bia emre e ka ne de mati Kessben opepem ba ko ni pipin ahenu America sika no na ye be boka 1.2 million US dollars in the sika kitwa na omo de naduasa na ba be ye mompa ye kra se naduasa no ensuo no ntokese monhu terrain no hanom chakachaka ti tiranye yi ne nsuo no tokesi bebre e ba harma e bi kura ne tiranye ya na 30 days na ye kan wan hwa na akobo ti ye.
Okay, so the Ashanti Regional Minister Honorable Simon Osemensa Enra aprobo koye semno anotin kwabra de na meka se eno an se efasi ho na ya fa kope boat ni bi na enke de abobom ne de ahoma na go so na kane anaba but o se ebeboka 1.2 million US dollars. Ndi wa go try na so eti muria de nyina ya da sumu ni asa koboka na sometimes so bia o hokura obi be hu no but what be omko mutimi sa address say electricity for adwumefo kwabra obi obetimi ya sa de we oye either say ECG ni bia ECG ni bia ya bone pa se onkodi nsamone
o expert
enye kwabra ko manso ko asikura asini ba me light pole no kura dua de no kura me kosomu a na misuro ezemiswa ne awade bi ede eno nsu ese friend heater edensium ekogina ho keke ko sauce ne banim se de esikiki mi no
me ka se won shempabo
ai edime ana no ko amene Derek ye nipa Derek ya akra Medina okay kwabna ye wo baby ye ko conference ye wo hotel room edware ese se wo mo health no problem aba ho ti wo sort up no mabu nsuo ni se kwabna edime mi hu light pole kra ye dua de a edin se meko ho but if some brain so experience and I'm thinking say a nipa bi a wo ma share da wo ho nim de for you know kura no kwabna security form no investigation obi a ono so bi kura onim se yekotutu form a ebe ma contract ni asa akwa akoye ono so betimi ya obi betimi ya ze mekotu ade na to form na ade mi an ye be frame ni ama 1.3 million 1.2 million dollars na ma je o man sika obetimi ya ye. Politics, we can't rule it out because ansem ho ye won cry. Ebi mu sheda the acid, chemicals, okay? Eko gu pylon kese na na free akoso moba na say e ma fogu from. Omo investigation no, omo say there was politics. Oh, because that time no person pam kwa me ajimabudu. Ejina bi person omo ye ma ajimabudu hu ye hi. Ejini pa isi kroma na adwen woni patrimu no, odwi bi hu a won ti ase. It is a politics in T-cell CPPO, NDPO, say, Kofia Paluba Bemu, a Tiano so quaco to tuna commercial for I said doom so, normally a buffoa, a tojamoa. Your doom name, and the party back when you pan about 15. As you come across Manso, yea, Manso.
Come on.
As somebody Manso called Guinness Book of Records. Why? I go near because I'm woman. Mofa, I'm a payment. I go grow aqua, Yaquane. About this Yakunipa, Tonto Crum, Manso. About this a secondary school, Yadigalam say alcohol, you could say high school, I could pay and no Manso. Yeah. A Canadian Social Chapel, I won't crack one so, and also come out. Yes, I'm grain. Edinbacho, your bedding come. I say MPP party no, I shall say, or more campaign team across the country, or more a no great or more. Na, and not the General Secretary, Edema MPP, Justin Frimpon Kodria, a man friend Okumkom, and I'm the Juma Penti, Okumko for papa. Ewo Ghana babia idi omode mano no odi sampi etroja yentie ni kakramra dwuma omudie no yeba
ndi de oyebia no mane super party mo say that ma MPP get Accra party mo say omo campaign team me di animo ama ya inaugurate campaign team for get Accra din yefi say yewo Frankentuni bia on di oyebia no mane super pepe Ebra to aba man no November 4th anche ana ono ano ebegina bonten ejina simpie so eche Ghana for then Ghana for ya do no to aba man obeye owi amana nsuwa ana wote the national campaign team to what national we no na so si mantem mu ene se ene yetete mantem regions ni nyina campaign team ewi a omekọ constituency ebeti a campaign team wo ebe call electoral area ebe say police station every say bu wo wi asim now your organizer who nsi abontin ansa no asa be fia betoto normal to wo hwa MPP normal ye nyina ye hye normal nyina ye flabra wo nsi abontin kura apart for castle UPS won say dan nsi abontin so wa ye campaign wototo normal nyina wi ne hu say structures no wo ebe ye adwuma no e no bo nsa mpa wo kwa na chie enti ye de wogidie wonimu ene hyehyɛ ode ba eto so biem ene nsɛm a ye kan ho aye titia sɛ ye party for no omunya opepa omunya anidie sɛ omo ye adwuma ma MPP ye flag bearer ene ye mra hwebegya for omo abɛpre no every say ye wa candidate an mode ono de sɛ to abama na or 4 years so aye no ho ye adwuma na so Ghana for ani a omo akonya so masa to ama no another 4 years unlike obi a ono say aka no 4 years pe it say there be na Ghana for the betima gina so aka say temfie na no wanye no ho a e betima twe na so dama MPP get Accra party no.
Okay, so Justin Frimpon Kodria, a very nice gentleman. Na obo point in so who does more guys former President Mama. Say former President Mama one time. Eti oba na o say MPP ni ndisi de omo candidate. Eti oba na obeye ne enya. E de na Ghana for betimi de atwe na so. Eti MPP omo hyase a omo inaugurate omo regional There's a lot on pay from Fair Wages and Salary Commission about teacher for church or maternal. Na memo so kakra bi yeba issues no edoso but ebe peke ebe mi no bi na meti mo kakra. I'll say Fair Wages and Salary Commission invited teacher union so no say nyame adoma efiada which is tomorrow. Omumra na omesin kodwa na owie na ode kracha yi eba bonte say government continues to show good faith towards pre-tertiary teacher unions, i.e. NAT, NAGRAT, CCT in public sector. Fair Wages and Salaries Commission. Fair Wages and Salary Commission has cited a news item by some media outlet where 3 teacher unions, NAT, NAGRAT, CCT, have declared an indefinite nationwide strike. The teacher unions are concerned about the delay in negotiation of their condition of service. No any. Now, FWSC, Fair Wages and Salary Commission, wishes to categorically state that there has not been any delay in the negotiations. nti ɛno no mame ne engineer Ben Arthur enkodi nkɔmɔ kakra na Fair Wages and Salary Commission na yɛnhwɛ adamu a wɔn so to na yɛ teacherfoɔ yi wɔn asan so akɔ na wɔn akɔyɛ wɔn adwuma bio. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Ms. Arthur, number 2 ho yɛ deɛ.
I'm here doing now, sir.
I didn't go another room. Yɛ ho yɛ pa. Na we deɛ ɛha yɛ kwan ho deɛ bakyɛ ɔmampɔnfoɔ tie wobɛkyia wɔn kakra.
Ani I'm fa konya so enchia Santemampon Kontunchi obo nya kuma nana enom anyone me ti na me ma me so fi man ka normally no na matia ono so but me fa ne kra enchi
o ma me afiri mu Santemampon. Oh, your friend.
I'm here on the 6th of April.
Oh, 6 April. Nyaminka Humpa, Mammy Woody, when you know so, yeah. And Tim Pachonia friend is saying,
Pachonia friend of prophetess Anajumo.
Oh,
I'm on Pona, do not know, Mamma Jobana.
Mamma
Jobana.
Oh, Mamma, know you did for prophetess. Oh,
I'm Pachonia.
Oh, honorable engineer Kafra. Nyaminka hona we de akọ konkwan na ne odi nkọmọ kakra na no mete se yese mantie ne bi se nanka bra mp na yese o se unua ampretum sapon adwuma ho ye no pese ode ba wieye ansa na abeba waba na no kresa we de amene wonko ha o
mpacho da bi one frame was time komo we hun tinya dia me kitin komo afa I'm speaking in my capacity as a chief executive of Fair Wages.
Okay.
Yanka Fair Wages atem.
Nanka mi yibe na ta free Fair Wages ho. Na enka me na ko Santemampon kontonti amani ampon nana. Nanka me na ye mampon sem kakra. Ansa nanka
ya pese edi mampon komo. O be frame another time.
Okay.
I'm doing the Fair Wages in there.
Matthias, yeah. Engineer, back to Fair Wages and Salary Commission. I know teacher union say one more condition of service. Almost say, and she say no, I expire. And I know say omutufa hono omo anti bibi papa bi enfrim. Afei other issues in there. So omo mother ministry no, and I ebetimi no madi nkomo omo laptops. And special prosecutor, almost say work members ni bi omo sa to omo akatua so any other issues omo no. But with respect to condition of service, you know, I want to depend in Amaya from me. Banisani abedu baby edri.
A fundy, common with me at him, the air funnel, air buyer funnel. Condition of service near a whole document that contains 2 key issues near monetary and non-monetary. And one of the proposal every October 2023. And the year 30th of October, signing rules of engagement here, BBR. On the common, Ubedi kind the montage as you say, Yedim common point, and Tower Bomb of Quabe and the factory is in Yadi. And in Yao. Until the time share November no may you say, and some no dos. Until ye be. And I say, Kushia Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 3 days continuous. Yet me all the no money training na and about money training so no 16 items we 10. In fact, 16 items but on the table no Sunday other proposals about one near chum to we no there. Sunday municipal no just a site here in the Ministry of Finance because on say Fair Wages and a very abansi castle. Nti sɛ wokɔdi nkɔmmɔ bi ɛfa abayɛ sika ho ɛne ɛyɛ taxpayers money you have to go back to finance. Nti ɛkyerɛ wɔn sɛ saa request yi a wɔn asade ato yi deɛ yɛbɛsa akɔ back to finance na yɛne wɔn adi nkitaho nyame nkyɛ adeɛ yɛne wɔn akɔdi nkitaho awie ɛma yɛn nyinaa yɛate ɛho ase sɛ Thursday yɛbɛhyia ama yɛafrɛ wɔn ɛma wɔn koraa na ma yɛ Thursday nsɛ they will be available. Unse meeting kesi no unse unkwa unse o calendar na unse eno ma di nkomo we ya serving notice ade achi ya we declare strike without even serving the necessary notice.
Edimoni omo kan say mo no omo koye meeting na omo ye press conference
no a day after the invitation, no, I have friend for Binum Kra no more dim for book. And there's some part and you before from a district up and a delay in conditions of service. Yeah, besides, I think and I buy a Katian 23%. Besides, has it delayed? It has never delayed. It's been paid. So, teacher need be or say or no, a Katian to win in some kind. And one or two non-core allowances being on more pay. I come home. I know somebody and among we. Yeah, the any so Munyabo Tema and Yankee Trunk, and could do Pensua. Yeah, afternoon, Yanoba Cobenco. Only say a prayer facility determines salary or Ghana, and yet a Jumara say, when I met me, Kakantimida for Opa men, and yes, I say. A Yankee who dear to send me a walk with Jomuna, Opesa Ota, dear. Now, we send a born only need the unknown, Sunny at the end of pay. It is not government failure to conclude the negotiations. It's the two parties that could not agree on all the items at a point in time. And to be our chef room, I always say, it is near to us. It says it's one partner and the permanent delay crab. Now, what to me, any invitations, and the end to us in India. Thank you, Okay. We never got any indication from them. From conversation, from notice, no letter, nothing. And one afternoon, we had said there was a press conference.
And press conference, table, no man for answer. So, and microphone also, a teacher for us. Obia Otimu said teacher for us. And one is because it's signaling, say, and Yamaha. Ebetimi so aba sɛ omu ni gidie wɔ beba ebetimi aba sɛ omu ni gidie wɔ na yana mo nso mo pese mo kanimu ɛno na ma ne yɛ te sɛ nkɔfo yan keka yɛ ho a negotiation no pese omu ne yɛ no ebe krokro the jones
uti mpamcho ye ka asɛm a yɛnka na nibere so ne yɛmfa no kora ni nyamesuro ɛnyɛ yɛ adwuma hwɛ mmɔfra ntɔtɔfewafo a ɛwɔ school. Measure to be our own womb. If you crowd or secondary for more boarding, near the inti sabi, who person would tear to a meeting of Mrao. I just have to serve notice for 7 days. I know that in the rules of engagement, a woman Sashati and Sashati say, simple mentoring one say, a bemoir, ye be fast aqua will so. Na yes, International Labour Commission. So, our ye. That's a mention was a bummer. Yakoba was a penny amane. Oh, the Papa Muno, so area, the Papa Muno, you don't just pack and leave.
Okay.
Oh,
say,
we call on your demo into Soria, Tietia, Putuprumsa.
And the most
strike in part of about 10 years of strike. The doctor so Putupru. Without serving notice. Now we hear a channel back on so why any teacher for ye be a. Nay, they fine.
As a more dream, say, or more triate, be touchy. A day.
I made them into me, one of bit touchy.
The reasons some of them I know. Or I'll get them. The reasons some of them I know 4. Back home, a condition of service, and the animal didn't come away. Back home, a laptops are. I'll say Obino Musaka, ebi the account home and sano a year OSP, almost say Omu Enuanumbia Ketria, or so yeah, ghost names, auditing, or say investigation tea or the Nesato so, and I almost say Senia ministry, no mother body, SE or curriculum, or one are changing or without involving them. And those are the 4 concerns, but the emo part, and then the Mudin come away. And the antimony in free now, baby, I have
Team Kakra Daroma. Okay. Yewo Ulpa labor law numa yewo adwumawura asɛdeɛ. Ɛne yewo adwumayɛni nso asɛdeɛ. Enti sɛ adwumawura ɛde na so ye bi ahwehwem no mo sɛ bi a obi kura wɔ hɔ a ɔho. Those are payroll monitoring yɛn yɛdi kan hyɛ ase o. A yegu so a yɛyɛ o.
Okay.
Na sabi ne ɔyɛ adwuma no what's in who there be a or contradia. Oh, the GS officer or yen a Juma Pepe or no Jacketia. Now, Obi a beer not and from Sobi Crown a buy and the D about the top payroll. No, so Jacketia because Otia dues in Tino. Yaman uncle so I just Jacketia. Yes, I have to see money or no cry, Jumano. If there's anything at all, I expect the organized labor or number bois na OSP Jumana or Yeno. Edimu na etumi abo mobile because say sikabi etofa baby na nsem pata eye nyina ye taxes aye gie no ena ye bo mobile on nti etofa baby na nkoyie na ye tu anamon say oh ebi ababo beba ho eboa ema wo mo ye adwuma na kasa na da mbebi sakati antumo ba ho ni betumi akosoro mo tumi aye bi kama ensi da ababia ni wa abaga na at one point in time, what was 30%? And I said 23% at the time. It's within 2 years, the rate of increase never no.
Okay.
Engineer,
another leg and so could be, and I can be say. Sa teacher for ya OSP a freeze or market to ya. Or investigation ye nim sebosumi no bewie safi no bewie genuinely be and almost so ye nipa to set teacher for na chira de ni bia okogina classroom chira de bosumbe so obekọ no ye so de atua okenye for you know kura no e bia no we kura bia say is it not also legitimate say
enya hasem na make I only spoke to one more bia from so one abeto so
and I'm also drawing your attention to say
I'm not aware of the fact that there could be such possibilities. But the papa mua TNU, OTME, the papa mupa now pesa ubuasa nipana, and I'm also mutuko OSP no ho.
Okay.
Now money class not affected people no more can was them.
Okay.
But OTME, that's a one kasakura obedi again and you only winning coma. A come now by man that this nipana check.
Okay. Okay. Yamfa asem no ntu ye na me ne onua no pay. Say yama no anopai schools ni nyina nkwara de madam ne teacher amba e ne jesem fi so mo kra ne do ba bia so mo bre. Nanso so ebekwati omo ada ati fi se omo no nte ne ye mpanifo ye pese ye de dua wo mu no omo nte ase. Eye oman ni nyina asem. Meeting ayenya krata e wa hasem no mba ye nyame adem a efiada. Masevu omo nyina omo response to say ne enhwe ani mu so chenanka motimi akosia na ya peni ni obo
and then you see meeting 10 iti ye de e wa twan say onom so de opapa ebeba na atoa encommon so sabi so menka ense obi appetite anopai
okay
crew 2 na sabi aye pacha akra na emia na edi mia de adrugu so ansa na akọ
okay.
And if you have only a mere crew, never no one saw my children. My children, yeah. Pacha never.
Okay.
Oh, see, best say, the papa more in India. Na yam koswa eninkita ho.
Mo share ni mo sesa meeting no ene ana o chena na beba so.
Yeah, invite you omo for ene. Next time,
but I'm told to say almost say Ochina no betimi no mosia.
No, and so yeah, me and the Sasha Kata will be framing can't Ochina. I know, of it in years here.
Okay. Baba I near timpa anymore, yes, and I'm penny anymore, a binra, until baby a drone dear, ye yamamo, na acquire a par for any adman penny for some, Namontoaso. Other Romano pay Yadasi.
Nso me da senya akonya odia amame metia mo studio ho nyina
ai ma me ye nso beben ya se me so me sifiri mampo ti ma me ye ni beben ya ya beba ni abeboa why
me da wano ase
yo yene engineer Ben Arthur penimpa chief executive officer edema fair wages and salary commission na yene nkodin komo efa a teacher for no omo ensensem no o gather education minister and education ministry so officer omo de no pa na ensem no ewo mu a curriculum and afe laptops nti nsɛm no ɛyɛ nnan ɛti yɛkeka ne nyinaa bɔ mu a na yɛahwɛ kwabra ɛne akua ne akɔso afei memmra mo so pylons ankɔfoɔ abubu no ɛne teacherfoɔ deɛ gegefoɔ no deɛ ɛm sɛ no ɛka kakra ɛti mame nhyɛ yes akua mame nhyɛ ase yɛnkɔ
jo ɔno mpanimfoɔ se sɛkɔmfoɔ se man bɛbɔ a ɔte mu bi nanka yɛma yiyɛ yɛtete ane deɛ yɛka deɛ nanka yɛnim sɛ obiara pɛ ɔman Ghana yie na ne yɛnim sɛ obi adwene nyinaa ne sɛ man no ɛnsɛe na ɛsɛ yɛn so sɛ wote ha ya wo sɛ yɛhwɛ so deɛ ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ Ukraine no mo ne ade a sɛ nkrɔfoɔ sɛ nka ɔmo nyaman bi te sɛ Ghana mu ɛna ɔmo te anka ɔmo pɛpaa sɛ deɛ ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ Sudan Darfur region deɛ ɛkɔ so wɔ Palestine ɛne Israel for ntam sɛ nkrɔfoɔ yi ɛnyaman te sɛ Ghana na ɔmo atena man anka ɔmo pɛ enti ɔman te sɛ Ghana na da bia sɛ mo so mbɛhyɛ aban na kɔmfo ama ban a wɔte adwa so ne ho akyere na sɛ man ne yɛ nyinaa yɛ dea wɔn abo 1.2 million US dollars na yɛka no enche bia na kolebu oncology department wɔn kɔ pef sa fund ni bi 1.2 million US dollars a wɔn di si cancer center for nkwala enti says ka wei bi wɔ hɔ a imagine sika na sɛ dwuma ebetimi ayɛ ɛde ama ɔman Ghana what the sa figure na ba Ghana yɛ sika mu a 15 million in new Ghana cedis no 15,491,058 Ghana cedis. What do you call old cedis and yes kaketwa? There be a yakwaje bosian and say education who was be kobai say yera say ya waduchum. Per this amount 1.2 million US dollars nibi. Emma won some koye bebre. Enfidiene nadia yakope bosian say Ghana ye development ye bibia yakwaje grant. Yakwaje loans and a debeye. Menye shots sa pylons we ye bottom muska ene ye de ye ni nyina ba ya bosia ye tuatua ye tax nkitinkiti omotete free yaketua mu ye de tuatua Ghana ni bi atua bi ene obi ba so aga kaya yo wo so niema wo niti so a wa kwagye obi ba yire wudi dwakora ne ye tata wo pe kakra gye aso ono kra ye gye ne tax ye tete wo mo nkitinkiti wo ho a ye de bu oman ne ho bra ye kwagye bosia na ye ya san atua na sa pylons wo mekra me hu se na ewura ma ye na mekra bi suro saa dia no mempe dakra sam de mensa be so mu da na dasani watimi akotu tubot na ebe ma de na gina ho no ehim nwotwe e de agufom hweka twetwiri dia mo akofa e de aba just because we enra sama wo kan no obi na meka na nadwo no enam se ade wo yentimi rule politics in free mu da se obi na bua page sa contract no na sa contract we nso ye nipa pylons no onim ho adwuma ye wonim se ha wo do nsa ka no de ne sa wo do nsa ka no wa ha no ma sei na besie na mwatimi abosa abra we what for enti say
almost so say condemn for ni bi na ekotutu akoton. So let's leave the security people to do their investigation onte asemba bambo for no omo wo ho ombe omadwuma maybe ometimi ebisa area ho for you know no bi gra be kro no na oya obi akwabena ono so abebie na yibi wo kwan no so a ototo saa na de no de ye adwuma ko free saa kwan no so ko menka so obi atoto ayi na adwuma o free saa kwan no so ko enim companies bi wo ho a o mudi na de adwuma e do de ye mfama security for no when it comes to such speculations anyway na no munya investigation na ye nko do am ntio
enti na honorable da sani enya nipa e na wo na wo te man no ma wo da kanie ma wo pe wani je ho anadwi say ma na because ye dum light na ekobo be 3 years e no mo so ye enti wo da light na fa na say condition fa wo a eye kama wo fridge sisu wo nua ne sisemu a eye kama na wo si esumu na pesa wo beda me ka se bi kra no nti sa area ho enti a che okrom ne adweso ne anyan kwanta ne manso no ma de na affect mo no bi kra won nti sa area wo bi watimi akwa akodi sa adwuma we sei enti sika dodo se na abenya free sa boat no mu ai wanya na de bia nkotutu se Ghana Bible sika ye de ye project ya de we e na akodwiri gu fom enkane anu ye nyina ye ndem fair wages and salaries commission no kwasi broni si if you can read this, thank a teacher because will be what 3 months no de ne ba akoma teacher ni wodi mirika wo kwa adwuma sa akwala de besua a so besua de so besua be ne nyina ye teacher ni asem enti yesra wo ma se ya kyerɛkyerɛfo no ya na ya me yase doctor ni beba abeji aketua che teacher ni eya me yase lawyer minister beba abeji aketua ache teacher ni because dia osua ye no kwan ya wo fa so wo hu se wo twere THE ede to ho a eye de eye teacher ni asem
enye ti hi on
so ahu honorable yana in fact akyerɛkyerɛfo omo fasa professional nyankopon adomoma akyɛde pa because wakra woni akwala ne tifia
na referee so say doctors are okay politicians say about best 70-80% of them they were once teachers.
I know who say profession we munye
on can say munye or upgrade no or advance
oh but unim
teacher ni so a teacher now advance koye doctor and now professor ono so could do level be
no kwasem e wo mpa ne say honorable teacher ni bie ni ho a obetena Ghana ha say etimi upgrade no ho abeye doctor da bia ntisa gese bia wo ko obi man so wo kwa no wa switch no wa koye health
obebere ya metimi abobi atro
na wo kwa kwasa se afiri
me Dr. Frank Ankobia or a lawyer say or a former GMA president, okay. At the point he was
as for
teacher.
Law, yes. As for law,
no,
yes.
Or a teacher ni and was a medical doctor or a gynecologist and also a lawyer. Every papa lawyer Stephen Boateng Kessben. He was a trained teacher. Unimo, I'm telling you, me breaking news or a trained teacher. I will call training college. Extra there and no baby any business. Okay? And then a lawyer. Lawyer Hinijai was a trained teacher.
And Tina make us say ministries, ministers,
okay.
And it's our lawyers near the no day, possible.
Yeah.
But sir, doctors, you have to start from the scratch. And to town bay now, teacher training, we I was about what is heavy. May Saba be apply the massacre, a friend is a health and whatever.
And upgrading.
Anyway, but the year can. Edi akwesi anopei ene say teacher ni so wonfa so adwuma omo ye no wodi akola ehyasie atete na ma na hu tworo se wonse omo hyasie a wode pembe dro dan wo sa teacher ni na in fact it's a miracle
sade ono na nkola ne ye no ye ntu omufu no munya so mbetimenka wode ka akora si ho a okay
ani
wow ba no be kono no wafa onya bibi obenya bia
na or they scratch
na wonim de oye honorable okotu wanfo wonim de oye tanyini no obi nya bi da fada
fair wages and salaries commission one more ya church-for no ya church-for no eni yi
GS Ministry of Education
labor
and employment ministry
teacher unions no na efe so odi kan wo court na wonni bem enti teacher unions no so wo how bia muni kan ma empanimfo ni notice
okay
na efe samuni omoka na anya yie dia na kire se Ghana man mu empanimfo no de omoti ase e strike
okay
na efe samutu sa na mo no dia na yatemase
agwe omo laptop yi ho asema na bai me am kai teacher unions empanimfo ni bi ene o members ni bi be ko Accra studio na me wo ho members no fi say union leaders no bi so edidi abem edidie kwabrani Ghana kwabrani edidie yanje nkoto laptop a ya moako wo fawu kotofu ndaka bra akuya aboso mimi no na ya moako mbai obai adaka no ama ya moako na munso awama mamfa nkonko kwabra maba so mami ti akosia
gentleman
ai po ayebubuo enwum bi enro anadwo na me boso wonyina bubuo yesi ya electricity po abubu na ahoma no wagire bi aseda
ehu
ujina ase a
ehu wa wo yam so
obati hu ujina ase keke no wo soro tententen no power na enam ni dede be ye no odi obi pese otie de make ya akọ +2 animo ita ko didi opa anti +2 ho cheda ko gina +2 edu anajo especially and gina pylons akese na se neti dede a obeti wo waso
ehu electricity ahoma kra de wontimi mfa ni agoro e wo kwan bia so na nka mpese obi anya akokoduro so what the seasons in the cocha yo so what the dear no koye yo e beye obi a wonim ho adwene a media de mesra ne se mpanimfo wo manimu na ye wo bambom mpanimfo bi a wo mo enhyehyem ma ye hu de ade no de kofa ba ye ntia edwoso saa oyene kese wo yesie enya nwanwa se mikro mu bonwirefo ne ade wo mo fra na wo mo ka se ye de sumo ye de sumu ne ade se obi nso abedi wo mo dwirim ha adwene pa enti mpanimfo nhyehyem ma ye hu no because see aye kan say ye sika saye ene ye san be say aba ne say no ye ntimi nya ne sa ye be san di sika abewuram na teacher for de no
yeah so de okunu
mi teacher enye se mi kunu ye teacher ntia why na be ebe ma politician eye politician eye teacher
okay
Ghana hankwa na ye mfa ni die e ma teacher for Ghana hankwa na teacher for de wo maketua wo soro eti teacher ni timi bresa na eye odobi ena wode kire akwada na de ade na teacher for hin enehi epoto mo ho saa ebre aso se e wasa chechefo so ye bu omu bie se wo nyina wo akọ aban mu no so wo mabaye teacher se pedi a enka wasa ko wo ho teacher for hawa wo namu na nka ni se teacher for de ye toto wo ase e wo Ghana ha kra ye hwe atete ye teacher for enamu na nei wo enye se wo ntu anamo o mutu anamo pa se iwe ne ha yen ye nyema yen ye bu ye ni guso ba se teacher ni ko strike dia ni e man order se on samra mechira de so mu nyina beti bia hwia eti ebre we sei e na wose ye hwe teacher for ye ene ma ye koso me kase mani je ho a na meboa
okay I was of 5 p.m. so no kwabra wi a na ya twa de na anopai ye mpanifo no abedru ma me ma o makwa ba special na yen kan kire mu senche credit discussion segment no ebeto aso ama mo Thursday anopa bia de me say eye one and only honorable Haruna Yusuf or no a former MC e wo fenso anopai fenso for ma mentia mo pa say minim ya say mpasa mo ye enra ma tete mo ho nsem bebre fenso ade na mka say kiradwo but honorable de we have for NDC ti obey ne dwuma and honorable Maakye NCMC ewo Achimangwa Beja South yen career he's also here kwabra
honorable
pylons no ne mo teacher for mo amunsam say mo holiday and yen say oti hani
me pesa me kasa teacher ni
okay
kasa radio ni
okay
kasa radio ni but as a professional me wu koba sen kra me san
you love it
yes I love the teaching job yes
and credit say me hu teacher ni bi asabi ne ba nim nyansada entansi akatuano na enya ba teacher ni bia ufa in percentage abese 80-90% titroma ko training college pa na universities na ya tituom se teacher for no anya obekire ne benyansa ma ne benya ba bia si ugu teacher ni ba utimu se enti madam fo bi kura so person ware na o se me teacher ni ba ya ma
okay correct mo
yampa
bara me ngo kan se minyansam de na professions ni nyina de ni ba tete kura
me share that investigation
edumati abenyansam o
investigation there me mo ebe bro
I got ya sa research ni ma professional Ghana no na pa na ni ba tete
okay
and eduma na Ghana de pa na wo mo show mata chopa ebi o tima na
ebi nyamai ebi manso why
ase member hokra bi o ne ma
alright just say o teacher for 5 minutes na in pen for
yanko na kam ka pilots na ka
okay
crazy then I'll come back to the teachers now yen say then my title on the nation we live in
okay
omanya yetim omanya ase hwemfo bia ho se eka wonua de a hure na ebeka wo de a na chese asemaba omanya yetim a de bia ebosobo ena banyewei ena wosa banyewei na ban nanso timamufo na nkasa no yesuban ene ye ne ye ekura ededi se yempese man ebekoso de ma mekasa ne se pilots ye ho nsama ye kan me de me hu ne se ye ignorance and I say me fa ne se eye se bi obi a wonim bibi no akoye eye ni da ho boni ene se bi pese me nkuminya ene abro ene woni pada se nintem de ma me kasa ne se an ordinary person entimi nko pilots ne ho enkotutu sa ne ma ne da an ordinary person timi nya sa just an expert onim ho adwuma ene be sa de no wo bia onim ho adwuma
onim se be tu ha na bebu me tu ha na
ene bebu enkofa emegu me so ma sabi me mehye obi onim se adwuma no ene be sa ade no
ana obi na ye ne ntua ne ka na wakotutu
oh na sa stay ntua oka that's not appropriate way ututu ni ntua oka ututu ye ntua oka
tene no de nke begu enwu
ye ne se ya
aka bi ye wedi na abaya ni ja no na o trase din no aboka
kana wabona
ti wankasa kura oni na se kodua abode ase ko no wakotutu mode ni na
etua kana anyway it is very unfortunate say they be abo aban sobo ye bom panyifo sobo nanso ye ankasa esuban ya yetimu no emmoa me de meka say police for any investigators no enya hwehwemu yie na whoever is at fault eba na ye political munyi politics spectacles no ntof enchen na ye mamra no enni se de o se edie na ayas adusuade de amanfo say yes ebi anye wo ye chi na me hye na me de ye bibi wo ye na mra ndi wa edu ne de emra na to be bia wo say yeto na memra eye teacher for no ede no so the poor teacher for asema reho
aba munye poor sa
o the poor teacher
ara is it teachers no munye poor na no nam campus me hem class ya mo pake pa o pa ma ko twitwa bia beto tv munye poor besia is it Ghana professional poor e famous mo de munye poor teachers in poor who compare teachers in farmers momo de afa for de masa kwani do for do say na private car
sa discuss no that ye be
teacher for
that discuss no be
teacher for say this for schools no primary schools ne even junior schools okroma ne hwe car sa ma pack
ye besia me kan
na car ne management is difficult than so be talk nankasa I'm saying it today. Do to me do loan talk in scatter petrol in the sky maintenance there. Na say onye poor.
Near classes.
Kuyani ne dey bicycle.
Akuafo bi so wakaso.
Kuyani
e bi wakaso.
Oh kwabra, yem fa the percentage.
Oh, na make say that could be that discussion.
Yem fa the percentage.
The poor teacher me dey say na matu ne din. Say kan bi na atwam ne ka say teacher ni aketua wo soro. I'm say be decade and over ni sa de gine twam. Nei teacher for so moja maketua ewo eye yemman mu heya na yenhwe the importance of teacher me say ekua no ne akosua no makeka ho nsema teacher ni untimi ni nyini mfrim in terms of negotiation and as in terms of national development uyini mfrim a enye ye because doctor be doctor lawyer be lawyer judge be judge honorable be honorable presenter be presenter whatever it is just pass it through the hands of a teacher no man entity ama natimi aba be do san pempenso yi uko UK no US no ma those people are not a professional rate omo high pa kese teachers ka ho omo yi uko UK no dey police for na teacher for aba ba ye man mu hasan eti ana meka we dey abesi asem so na mpepi no ya na aban ahodo na aba no take advantage of the teachers because anya be a teacher for the wo meka ka hururu a ebeju na ebi omakom baby na sa enete na ade ha men ne say teacher for na kasa have themselves to blame se ba sansem ya womon kom nsem ye womon kom nsem ye
you mean the leadership
yes leadership no womon kom nsem ye me ka say a single spine buy na o se teacher for konom go kom nsem ye de allowances na se for shim o man timi ankwa ankoka ebe chire na ye ne aban ko because enim senka ne ma bi ho de but ye ne yankoka ye nsem ye the teacher for nankasa so sori nyina no mo hwo mu no mo hu bia o mu gina no mo come on sama o maka ne ye we are making some conditions of service making oko last one a etwam na there were a lot of clauses wo mu a wosen ka ban ye yemu say ho say aban timi ye sa ne mana na teacher ni no wentimi anye no edien e na teacher ni ye eno an se atwere gu krata so aban se obeyesi na etwa de here ne se e be tronsem ne de akutire gu krata no na se e be implementing nsem no. That is one thing. Also, and now only Papa Kase, friends, Fair Wages Commissioner, friends, Penia or Dania, wouldn't Kase, or teacher for the Behuno somewhere in October, Bebois. But Osha a year press release a teacher for the buyer. The first page, you know, and as a first point, said delay with negotiations of the collective agreement. It will interest you to know the following know that following the expiration of the collective agreement in 2023, negotiation of the new collective agreement should have be completed on or before February 29, 2020, however. 2024. 2024. Oh. 2024. Whatever it is, teacher for no sorry preoccupy no monka say a strike. O say negotiations because but e bia na niam bi enko yi. Ndi what our advice na say baby when you wo bia no. Omo nko no mo iron out because the teacher ko for striker. Enye teacher for nko na bedim anasa nka say omo e pre am omo ho. Enkwala timu teacher for ma wumbi. Omo musua de teacher for ma wumbi. At the long run, some corner say a child because the BS your member over a year lectures and as for call strike. Ep comes back to hunt the nation into whatever difference our no fair wages for any more negotiation table in and the chafu in no transit no more iron those differences now omuntu classroom no more minding to me and tumpo. Okay.
Kwabena Osudankwa, in fact, Oka say he's speaking as a journalist, not as a teacher. And he ain't semper. I got the Kuda so Gosia, Eddie Kuda so Kakraba Eba. Na yene yempeni for mabom dinda no the discussions no atwaso but ye enko akozia
okay edi kan ye ma atiefo adwuma ye enti se wo babunu na wanyamfie be se dinwotwe ekro kosi aduasanu mu a wawie suku wukuta HND anase diploma tieniye fa enkrate di ho adanse na for application kan fabra Kessben 93.3FM ya say wo ba wo se wo hwehwe Esther wo benya adwuma ye e wo se obi a wo ba no wo ye obi a ya kyeresa wo ni nipa nketa wudie koyie bisa wo beko dwama so ni nipa di nsawoso ni se wo bufu ententem afei a wasi wo dan awie na wo pese wo siesie mu no enkonwa papa na wo se wo togum de ebe chama wo na afei fum so ye de agumu no enye de wo betena so ma honam ayo ya latest fum ye nimni fritete eso ya brabo mu yonko wonim so mo de V sofa range aba ya ebo no da fom eno mo de L shapes nso so aba beka ho eno so ye nkonwa kala bia wo pe bia bi ho na wo de si wo dan mu a ye hu sa wo class ankasa ye kan se ye no ebo no ye ketekete mampole bi latest fom ya brabo mu yonko me se obatayen onsa akoda no wo sudodo ena wo bisa ho se na de na me bayi su sei wo miamia ne mfe wo miamia ne ti wo miamia ne kwanchi wo nim se bia ne ho ba bi ye ne ya Cotton Auntie Mary's baby gripe mixture. Nesha se fama akoda ne nom. Ebia ne mframa akogina ne yam. Anase bia ne sina efifie. Ebia na une ho aye hyedodo. Owo pain mu. Na Auntie Mary's baby gripe mixture de. Ye nim ni fritete pa. Enu nti na nesefo no. Okache wo se. E wo se wo prospectus na wo to no. Fa Auntie Mary's baby gripe mixture shem. Efise ebeye wo boafo. Ebra akoda no aba no. Enti abata ye hwiri so na FDA agiatum pebi na fato oniemam na fama akoda no afei eye multi credit o wonim se bank papa eno no ye ba ye fie aduonunum nie ade bia bank se wo ye bia multi credit ye bi nanso wo mo nti sika bia emfi wo sikanim eti se SMS alert any services aye render ni nyina ye nti kapreba enti abatan wo mo di dwa wo bia fa ne ho enko ho wa wo gye bosom akatua save ewo multi credit efisa wonko a wo save wo ho a utimi kwaje besia editere wakwaban mu se wo dwadie betumpon no yade hiade kase pa dwumadie kase sei na nyankropone asofo ahyehye na eye unfailing love chapel international wase eye na fianum eno mo yesi ho ya wo mo de sa dwumadie ya ba woni nyankopon ebebo mpunimpo na niema bia wo pese ukukuru wo ho koduru wa brabom na so ayete se de wo pagya ho na niema bi twe wo san ema wo faili e wa brabom no wo so atimi unlock sa secret ni nyina na watimi adiyie bra ne be hia osofopon mu sofopon ya yato nsa frɛ no prophet Amwa Nyamiche ono ane ahyeda to nsa afrɛ no nemum ɔsɔfopɔn adwumadie no asi ne sɛ so no ɛyɛ Pastor Stephen Arthur wɔse asɛm titire no wɔse adenti ɛna nipa titiri efeli saa why great men fail wo pɛsɛ wo ba na wo behuna momɔden asɛ wo nso wobɛtumi de wo ho ahyɛ mu yie yɛhyɛ aseɛ 25th yɛ akyɛ sɛ yɛ dwoada ekosi 29th of March eti yɛhyɛ aseɛ dwoada no a na akyɛ sɛ ne 29th no na ɛkɔ na wieyɛ ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ baabi asafo no ɛwɔ ɛsrɛ so Ophelia Junction on top of a Save Water Company ho enwumere no nsia na asofo no enyina bedro ne ade ahyehye so ediye sem betwago enema bi a wo fam abrabon mbra na wososo etimi enlock enema betimi aboa wo midimafo heba Dr. Time da so o se de hian se waba ya bisa apese wonya ahoto de se de Yesu Kristo wobisa wobi ane nani afra wase an bi pese mi hu ade bio ampa wo ma nani eteye etu wo ba se ye shock doctors wo pese wonya ahoto wase ane na wa hyebre ade ato so ebre ni beduru na wutu mirika mo a mo pese mo wo ya bisa mo pese mo wo mo se ane yare ban ene etete wo Dr. Time da so atwema gogo ene wo ya no frɛ 0244 774282 afe radio so adwuman wo kondo sa wo ye bia sukuni ye ba kopɛ Sketchword Media Institute wo ba wani akwadri yie ɛwɔ radio mu na ebegina wanim na ya kyerɛ wade na ya kyerɛ wo media ethics no enti yɛse wano hye sɛdeɛ wontimi nka de ɔpɛ wɔ radio so ya kyerɛkyerɛ wo nsɛm a wɔsa wo ka wo pɛ sɛ wo host program wo pɛ sɛ wo ka akan kaseɛbɔ anasɛ brɔfo dia Sketchword Media Institute wɔn forms no 50 Ghana cedi pɛ na asɛm a yɛka nyina ne sɛ nei mɔmɔdia na bɛfa forms ni bi ɛwɔ aseda house ya wo wi ano afre school ni mpanimfo 0249 414039 Deto soap eno ane ehia wo fie ho enkwade ya omodo omo nsa eguru mfuturo mu na James aye omo nsa ho ma ne ade ye ho toto fam na asabi se bi kura ne ho na no kura no ni ti ya ne ya na ode ne nsa won competition na ode ne nsa ene ode wipe obata no na woso yem show se e woso bo akoda ne ho ban you see Deto soap na fa dware no na wonim se Deto de e boye ho ban efri James ho penifo ne kura yesu ehia bi yem fa dware e wo fie ho na emma ye ho ban emme ye ho eno na FDA agiatum honorable gentleman
93.3 FM discussing segment na no pay ya tena se ene de bremo mamema honorable MC former MC ewo fenso mamema no akwaba na memisa ne se ne ho te sei honorable mpacha ho ye de
nyame adom honorable koko
na ufife so ba se ho boko de
alhamdulillah offense yo boko
okay
ye be cha fenso mine na in this offense south the entire constituency branches from Asuboy, Kwapani, Agogo, Service Abofo, Brekum, Chebi and Hilokrum, Fahosa, Bessi, Camp Deso, Quaji Krum, Baby Sen Susu, Safa Kofawa was Banya Krum, Ba Bessi, Bozia, Kokotini, and Potamun, I bet you will be an and say they should get themselves in readiness for the coming to power of the NDC. Now, His Excellency John Dramani Mahamane, Vice President candidate in Chairman of Pay. Neaka say, I'm regional chairman, Mechiano, and another question in Penning for regional secretary. Mechio Munina, Medasi, Honorable.
Okay. Honorable Akuoko and so MC, Honorable so atras, Honorable Pacho, Nano Pay, who ya dear. Na encourage Potamo to say, o municipal or Hoboko dear.
So far, so good.
So dear, I could be no care, say, what families in the Muninabi. So assembly for bro for saving the families. I a consensus assembly member. Why a concerned secretary now by MC into one of be any offense so I carrier and walk any because why local boy why party Juma and one some by penny and didn't I'm said they be so hot to say no so far.
Oh, no medical can say okay so far
so yeah be microphone mamia honorable ma em fan komo yi entity ho ne enhyase you two main issues abre o my o se ka ho asem we'll talk about parliament what transpired and ra speaker versus presidency. They say two arms of government, I mean, person make us a more tree because two arms of government, indirectly, look as if there will be a show in power. Yeah. Speaker say president also Supreme Court ebe determine ansana was sign LGBTQ and meso parliament yapon yakoista two ministers no so adoma ba no honorable dafiama po the court enti ye transfer no so say enso ye Supreme Court na also be tete so no so the ministers no their fate is in limbo nim da be from for vetting no ebi unless say di nkomo kokko yema ekoba say okay wo recess but appointment committee everything akoto aso aye adwuma no de empeni komo but as it stands now look as if the executive arm of government and the legislature ejinam nyasam ketua yebedi nkomo and the teacher union versus the Ministry of Labor and Employment, Ghana Education Service, Fair Wage and Salary Commission, Ministry of Education issues no so but I mean fan teacher one in charge no more come say pylons are nipa bi Akuoko Kwarteng from the main highway. A regional minister call by M. Fan on 5 minutes. What do you want? I mean, you mean,
Fakunya chat when you're phone or Facebook Live. I mean, chat a Kuman Penufuna, regional minister and regional party executives.
Yeah, I'm saying was a program, so maybe on your TV. So,
oh, okay.
Diana, a live on TV. Yeah,
okay.
And you maybe,
and no one can hear now.
And maybe
not there be anyone.
There be only TV.
Also, may yeah, where
there be a TV. So, between 8 to 12 could be 8 o'clock or no.
It is honorable now, or yeah, you be a no what one fashion. And I've been showing I think say me idea enya de pakra so we say soja ban na ye chewa brofo ya mota de ema wo pa soja amamu mu ye wa omo brofo bi omo kapa se sabotage tenya edisa kwadu no bowa utumutan bobotu edufo ewotu no conference kwan sabotage suya ni bie ni hon mo pesa de nati ena na die aba kamamin kabimi say treason de omo ye treasonable offense na me hu de antia say obi etimitrase ebopo say me yesade we me hu de oya oje e de pa na benipa dwum say okwakọ yesade no me dwuma mentiase wo adia SF o mamuni na enti says can o ya pa
mako 8
yes and I because na but you see
akokra de anke beka say enya ba 8 omo call rounds no 8
na yes
omo keka go
no na me dwuma wa mentiase me na me feel say a scheme o ya no nkotutu nkoton kwa ehwi say oye na odi asade ene ya ye abre ho kane adundundum aba ebise yesisi ebise yedum ni ade nyina oya no ahyeda se oye na watum nkyene I don't think say this suma we tra omayimu abeyi ana omayi bia mu abeyi e ade o se nyina ye condemn enya de pa I didn't know say easy in the first place. Me who didn't also be say, oh yeah, no, where they because me who okoton an answer where they and okoton didn't do 2 year. We didn't know 2 year minim say bia minister call hono bibia be de say bia o mutu bibi de koya na say bia
both are not no nyina o mutu to ko e bi akokra na
both are not no the both are not say na oya benya what to boat to na 8 pounds nyina
na mo tutu nye o muntu nyina de wa ase na o mutu
say na mo de tutu say be ya de betu agu
ya ba ni ho say o man koto
na make say well but me who the ntia say 8 pounds no say o tutu nyina de afa e could be something ana say nye nyina no tutu ye na o tu say me ntia o
obi antia say
yes me de ntia say oh na I think say
one until say reporter no ka say it was more than one Tabako bi kura de beka se bia say but ebro ba ko pe na
minia me dem feel say how do you say minister or sign or table joku or take committee now investigated this because minimum say ebia oyano or more planning say because how do you minimum say sa a power woman a hodini woman a young one to I want dear woman say minua say everyone I want to be tigu from Akrana say oh within about 40 to 50 meters a year with my show with my shit. And you how I am bit my quest idea no when Abraben say you do caniano. I know what mean who yeah how to say with me to 2 more within the time now you do caniano. Such say a better for more and affect on one say. And now when in the baby in a way be you see judgment cool. And your plan is okay, yeah, within this time. Until move my house there, more, you know. Said by Amuria and for Timona. I just say there are a lot of questions are in here and who answers. Tell me first, say, Minister, baby, Akuoko and begin this over on Francois on Coranim. Nasa obetikua obetebedukua on tebeduku yen go through ni enkohwe because enkoye entimi ye ordinary TV and a theft say obi pe boat aton akotonti say an obenya free sa boat not no na adwuma ben na sa boat not no omuhia sa type of boat not na or the okotu sa de na
be kana me work Kessben Accra na yenya Malcolm so there was a similar incident e Tema Flower Road omukwe no na nipa kra apply chemicals no dey go pylon na say and ebubu
fine and crowd here who send they say clear say but we dey otutu
yeah
and we dey kro enti otutu no otutu ni sen makuma ku nwahwe and me bisa say sa de no eja anyina mu ahode ewu mu no enye bi ni ye low tension eyi a ye ka wasem no if high tension post nkra no enye bi ni de ye kan hu pylons no huma egu so no na ho de ne so sren ye high tension post ye kan hu enti me hu hawa o ya no timi nya e say okay ye kan ye dum kura no ebi nim so kura ye nim time ye de so ne time ye dum enti ye den na sankofu etimi hu no say we didn't see this time ye betime tutu nyina obra kan ya enso azumi say na kan na dum a na kan ya na num ye nso a e den na nipa betime ye sa de no a obra o mo honka. We need some
and also your question.
Yeah, we need some. Yes, we need some questions.
How are the animal?
Yes.
Oko can't form.
Oko can't form no. Enti masekai mesi ade na ho de woman. Sa 33 friends say Kevin na ye come asam. Enye bi ni o. Na eno na e ma me e de masama bi wie. Say sesi aye ko enu no. Isigifo so and try. Say wo mo ehuma no. Do no particularly sa pylons you see no. But my computerized almost system say bibi kwaswa mbit my day with meditate Argentina yentimi emye entimi tu anamon kudu champepes one. I think say we should look at it. We should look at it because you see I can ebiane minister is called DMs in dollars
1.2 million US dollars.
You just can't imagine. And it's a investment grab a brosa, you know, and a bit for store because in the short run, and I mean, be a base cabia, a bay a yamae, but say be a year queen in the long run, a bay for yamae because we should be able to detect some of these things. Can you call a off? Now, and penifonium, dear ma, at the end of the day, a man can call off. I feel a year took up a name and a coffee line so. Ye the car kofa line no say ahoma bi adua bi na abu atoso say e de na ayo ahoma no ma bi na akoka bomu say de we should be able to elevate ye adwuma na ye no. Other than that no we'll come back and talk about the same thing the next day. Me hunu de nti a say sa de ntimi si obra yentimi detective kwa be na for how long did it take sankofo betimi akwa yes sa de na mai obi an hunu re obi a wotwamu and I see am so de akwa say Ghana for so say no e say ya me need akwa bi so because see ya no krono no fa no e bona wia krono fa no e bona wia me kai pa say nche bia bi awia kete wo mu kotu enko ACG fo bi nkofo bi kotu transformer tu ahoma nyina abuya atwam bia o ma hye ECG fo ya ntade bi
Okay.
Ɛna ɔmo ɛyɛ adwuma nti obiara twɛm biara nim sɛ ECG fo accredited ECG staff no mo ɛyɛ sɛ adwuma wi afɛdeɛ ewi aseɛ no na ECG fo ni mo hwee
I see.
enti yɛ sɛ sisi yɛn so no yɛ mɛ yɛdi da hɔ na yɛ question sɛdeɛ aborɔfo no ɛyɛ ɔmo no bi no enti ma sɛ bibi kɔ so wɔ mantamu ɔyɛ ano aba na ɔyɛ ano ɛyɛ obiara misa ho hwee na obi atwam na obi kɔba na obi atwam saa just because of say ɔyɛ ano hyɛ yi ɔyɛ ano hyɛ bisan sɛ adeɛ a mo yɛ no okay mo firi ECG na aba na mo yɛ no bisan na mo yɛ no sɛn
Okay.
edi na si hunti a mo yɛ de mo yɛ no find out a friend saying about it but yanko yɛ na saa na sɛ gya no sɛ deɛ yɛ ya deɛ bia kono na kɛseɛ no a ebo na wia enti we na anya nwa sɛ omo yɛ kɔba nyinaa no amanfo so twam kɔba omo nim sɛ dabre bia ECG fo kra na yɛ
yeah fan sɛ ECG fo na yɛ omo dwuma anyway mame no so no worry na mame tio kakra on this issue na yɛmra parliament there no so wie na bre o ma na yɛ teacher for and sense kakra
because I never mean very critical.
Yeah.
We need to look at them. Honorable Kwakon, it's so sad say pylons ɛno na de yɛ nyina mahoɔden kɔba bia yɛpɛ light ni bia no obi kwakɔ sɛ wɔyɛ ne den so ne den akɔkɔtɔ fam how nipa ne motive ni deɛ mako 8 ɛden ne motive ɛden na ɔpae how can we get to this level? Sometimes some of these things are done by experts.
Okay.
Sometimes who say obeka say ordinary persons be na ye obekum na experts pa na yes anema we but me mean te omututu hu na de no koya na
utie dia boat and not any reporter ne kasa no am say de omututu no ho no ade ne free toy no mo de ko ba hu say wo hwe de dia to Facebook na eya de aka ne de ne nyina ho
say na de ne nyina de wo
ase
na nipa ne intention na say obeya ma de na to for man asese so what do we get from it
nyina ye bisa nsem
so what is our security system in the country like on we num nyina question our security systems because we are ordinary enema ayo man mu ha yenkania eboye ho ban
yeah
nti we num na invest sika to protect it from some of these things we now can beyond just the regional minister setup a team to investigate because this is a national issue
yeah
e be fa Kumasi na hankwan baabi but it goes beyond just Ashanti region and Kumasi it has to go to a level where proper investigations will be done but adeba kwa ikrum ha na yeah mobone say some of these things you investigate bekum sa they won't get anybody arrested and for the past few or for some years coming no are you not get worried about some of these things and some can say part misi krum ha you be hwemu sa ye obi anche da so I mean sometimes I question our security systems
police for so kan esire kura be kuno
masa abrantie bi a na waya ase na woye some of these taekwondo nipa ni be kunu di ne share you couldn't do this or the same foundation that foundation no mutu omode chance here people were able to investigate to find him and to get him from that point and then after over the period obetimi kum nipa kwara be hwema ye hu nipa kwara hwe na no esi professor Buzia neba ba ko East Legon yakọ robu na kum
professor
Adubuahi sorry na me mfa nsie na me hu na busu na mobo se East Legon ha yawo yakọ robu no akunu ye behwiwe ma ye hu nipa okunu no aso ebasa
eno am so much nipa ba ko ba de etwen
efa palons no
de o mukoko
I mean Adubuahi ban I hope say they able to arrest all of them
palon de enye obi anche no
how nti omehwie mu saa ade no de hu se enye obi ache no esa it emboldens criminals when him say oya ade no wi obi anya ne nyeden enche no what has happened to our security services over the period no Honorable Kwakon enya ma nyina see our modern and recruit professionals to go into the system anya investigate anya nipa anche wo ma we in fact you better say security we are not safe police na bibia say won wo dwane police ni BBC ya no won wo dwane
almost safety first
na say ya BBC ya si ina o mo call honom em say misakam ha ya office sakam ena car bi betura kiosk bi no kokuma kwada ba ko na krum nipa sorry masa police boni biane it took the military reinforcement to come and restore camp so why in sunka police call for reinforcement that they should be able to stem the tide I bra we say military mom.
Okay.
And the best say we should really look at our security system in this country. Because every country there will be people that will pay say we will save our country now your security system.
Yeah.
But if people can come and take us by surprise, do these things, say in the northern part of this
I
country.
thought I'd be crab come na your neighboring countries, Manti be and
exactly.
Share.
Messina say ya.
Condemn.
Northeast and Ababi say. When him say it's a kidnapping the cause of Hopper. Northeast, the East Gunda area. Recently it was reported. A man for has such a man for a demanding for ransom. It's happening.
I see.
And so please, you better security they should up their game.
Okay.
Dr. Dampare and his people, they should up their game.
Okay.
Internal security is for the police. They should up their game.
Okay. Honorable Haruna, thank you very much. Honorable Akuoko, MC, and Honorable Haruna, former Honorable Officer MC Municipal.
Yeah, municipal.
Yes, okay. Honorable Naka Bibi, but say about yes,
share. Ayi baby ayi me hu say pylons ni go. Hu say fu mufu
Medinkane, me reporter Naka ho asem nyina. Also
for how long did it take for saboteurs no to work on there?
Enya kura bi na wo no. Wo hwe abenachi wo.
Ehon ya Edwoso Municipal Assembly no. Ma me nkyerem ba bi kro. So fi Dwoso Echo Anita Hotel on sabi nkum so ho no. Saa awura na eda ho na. Omudua mo saa awura na esa kopie ekwan na free echan krom. Esa be si Dwoso station. Ehon na wo hu ne so.
Na say ho de krom piti.
So nipa kro ya obi abaka celebrity.
But I see a security very serious. Nansente me bag girl me mo school ndi na school ho kono omo ya mo soa omo ye sense see no ebi oba time no say school no high buses mo sa no ya na ma convenience ki say convenient say between kakra na school no afa bus amamo na ode nkra na bus bia kuma se fo na mo ba nkran fo asunyan fo sa na mo twa nkran ti bus no nkran to nwa wa no mo twa e dey to social media your friends a platform so na me catch me say mo nya sadio because ne no say how go be bre ba kuruma wu so me hwe sa and TikTok here friend X ya with whom say other neighboring
honorable come you know album ya ba ko TikTok and ya ba ko the X no yeah tete hot Twitter
because
okay Twitter na no mind X no
and the TikTok na
and TikTok yes okay kabom am I person
so enti me ya na me say Debbie we shouldn't do this because na man for ba so we share so various social media platforms are what say obu hormo na foreigner na odi Ghana ho dance e kire we foreigner na can same way
bro for
they are coming in
a bit to no mo fufu nyina
they are coming in what I say and ye be mu sa no me am fire ye no say ye de nipa ayi countries na twa ho hye nyina no omo ko security challenges one way or the other but ye de safe
across the border they are look
me nya gre da
okoboko
area omo do betena ha be twene abetrasia plane
I will say
okoboko area
there are people who have come and they have been accepted and they are staying in Ghana.
They are traditionalists now.
Yes. Ghana is related to people across the other borders. So they migrate. They come in every day.
Okay.
They bring them into the country.
Honorable Brennan T. Yeah. The members of my cassette but also mechanics between the executive arm of government and parliament. It will be a show in powers.
You see,
I'm finding 10 minutes.
We know any show of power. Because parliamentary proceedings are very clear, provided by our constitution and other statutes. So we are Article 106, Clause 7 it's clear. Say you introduce a bill in parliament that the process needs to go through. It's very clear. Transmission the bill to the president is part of the processes. So, per 7 A and B no. President with options. Say you transmit a bill no the comma president he or options. Over section 5 of the Interpretation Act 2009 Act 972 it's also very clear as to after Parliament pass a bill what it needs to go through. The clerk look, it is mandatory. It is part of clerk and on a Juma. Assessor or transmit a bill no comma president. you can't write a letter based on no law. Tell the clerk to desist from transmitting a bill to the. Look, let me tell you.
Utie letter na be there to almost content is meant to or train and inform the clerk of parliament say assembly of Supreme Court until any question.
Does he have that mandate? You see, Honorable Kwako here say nyina yanka ye ho amom and deal with these people at home. They will destroy our democracy. Nana Abeddio too is totally lawless.
He's a legal practitioner.
Listen to the tone of the Attorney General's advice. He never come. Or China being the president, So you see that there's a disparity between the Attorney General's advice and what Nana Abeddio as Abeddio did. Totally lawless. You acting, restraining Parliament from doing its work. Your capacity as who? It is only the president who can write to Parliament. I know per Article 106(7) was say when the bill is remitted to the president, say Parliament pass it bill we need to come president. President will have a number of options to act by law.
Okay.
One, either he will refuse by 7 days. He had to command by 7 days. President will option either to indicate that he assents the bill or he refuses to assent the bill. Within 14 days, except President Chamber Parliament Becca and say, oh, there are certain aspects of the bill maybe if say Parliament reconsider. And now say President refer bill Article 19 to the council say for advice.
Okay.
These are the only options available to the president.
I do feel say na I was senka or my clerk in the presidency. President will concern be.
He has options.
I'm running mom na na be to unko betre.
Yes, it doesn't come in.
Okay.
But the president has official correspondence it does between the presidential outfit and Parliament. That process is procedural. And it's very clear. Honorable Bagwe, he's a lawyer of a very high repute. And so going to the Waka, was it even their court? There are two, schools of thought. As what an application for an injunction stands the position of the law. There's one school of thought that says that as soon as you better who say the injunction application free Parliament abano, it prevents you that you should stay every action that will not prejudice what the court will do. There's another school of thought that says that the mere filing of an injunction application does not stop you from acting. And the Parliament in Ankasano, the courts are very careful in restraining Parliament from doing this work. For that matter, all state institutions. To Obeka Wilford of versus the Attorney General. Court on the say when state institutions are performing their duties, the court is reluctant in restraining them.
Okay.
Even Amanda Odoi versus Attorney General, the courts again made that pronouncement. Say, look, that you have not made any prima facie case for that application to be granted. Say, on can say be only ninas will be our day ma court. I'm all jinas wa injante Parliament say more on juma. Again, was say before you can do that, you must demonstrate court an irreparable damage. Say asamna a cost for Parliament,
Okay.
Say court and grant you injunction one. You the applicant stand to main kind of saying say or how the boss was or how no see you can't see we are and I had any we are. Well, yes, more damages there the court bit more piano. It will not restore you, destroy your full rights. Okay. It will do an irreparable damage to you, the applicant.
Okay.
These are the considerations, these are the thresholds that you need to meet for the court to grant you such an application. And you see, an injunction application is discretionary. Court no pay no amount. There are very, very serious thresholds that you need to meet before you go there. So, I deal with now presidency,
At the end, no say president and sign say parliament so say minister say am de bre. Menu Kofi Kwadunum as a fuanum eja obi bebo minister extra time because see 8 months e won enemy. Yes, ya no so a court nti say enra me de ba kodin ko see Akuoko asem o because almost they are confused.
I am the president who has caused this.
Is it the president of parliament?
It's the president that caused this.
Parliament is to invite ministers no mo anuanom no. Dan say omodi we ekwa negotiation. Say ekwa negotiation.
You won the omo
on side there yan invite on call for.
Nana Santi be there to say President Bumra on pese asem na wo court na yan determine ye no obi be prejudice the rulings of the court. The same thing was say Honorable Dafimepo has gone to court. Honorable Dafimepo against the speaker and attorney general. Almost several parliament with the processes. Inti ene kwase parliament ye bibia ebetoto emranasi to justice.
But honorable, if it's not politics, na eba we ya. Sa issue ya Honorable Dafimepo ko ho court. It came out floor of parliament or time omo yes on bevet omo. Say relief of post and I relief from position any reassign no. President Isabe Chire mo say those ministers that were reassigned no were reassigned.
Unim.
So why interpretation again?
Law,
Supreme Court.
Law is so interesting to the extent that minimum how the world would have been without law.
Okay.
Unim. This same issue happened in 2007.
Okay.
No, 1997. Between Judge Mensah and Attorney General.
Okay.
Rollins in the second term, no, there were some deputy ministers and some ministers bia or all con the second term no odo omokoye into bomudi se omonkoye djuma because they were vetted in the first parliament and they were supposed to continue with their work. Judge Mensah.
Term they are not term na so.
Yes, Judge Mensah.
And there's another term of
no. Look, the framework is still the same. You are in one position and you have been removed. Well, the moment your appointment is terminated, you are not a minister.
Okay.
Your appointment has been revoked and reappointed. So you are going to a new portfolio. The court said Article 78(1) cannot be controverted. Go through the vetting processes. Be vetted. And when Parliament, because it's appointment with prior approval of Parliament.
Metiasio, and only first term of government. Okay, to say what has to say, President Kufuor appointee Biano, Yenim say on the 6th of January 2025. At the Ebechino, we are you retire with the president.
Okay.
Appointment 9 day.
Okay.
It is an another not crown and constitutional otimia to us. Yet two Abamano as in the second term and not even third term cry. Also coveting because presidency constitution here clear said transition no 4 years. Now, this is why president the 4-year mandate or up to 2024 no.
Good.
And when why appointment na nipa na go through vetina or senior minister or Kennedy. For instance, and Subuache is moving from works and housing to Rose.
Yes.
Kojo Ponkroma is moving from information to works and housing. So why is the contention?
It doesn't make any difference. What do you mean make any difference, you know? They have since performed duties in their former ministries.
Yeah.
Parliament could have questions for them. You see, the issue of vetting, it is to test a lot of things about you.
Okay.
And when you were going into your first ministry, you did not even declare your assets.
Okay.
The opportunity had never come.
So as it stands now,
it is an opportunity.
The president and Sanya, honestly, ministers.
One case how?
No, almost the same.
No.
No,
Parliament has since adjourned Senedine.
They
are going Easter break.
The speaker say, Assembly was Supreme Court.
What speaker simply saying is that once the matter is before Supreme Court and that determination has not been made per the considered opinion legal of the president.
Okay.
So if the president cannot breach our laws, why should our parliament breach our laws? Honorable Koko, this is so fair. Unless you want to check the moment of Rebecca said, speaker your politics, you know. That person has not been fair to the speaker.
Okay.
The first person that should be.
I know I find your markings as a speaker of the parliament or a politics. Now, as I said, there are quite to say, okay, can't send me a good president, who city good president who fee there to score political points. And Akuoko do baby a dream.
When you mean person make us a man when you're serious. Let me tell you.
The majority.
Yes, he's not serious. When him.
But on that, but young honorable after your markets and concerns
of the said letter. Unfortunately, Mr. Speaker went beyond expressing this disagreement and rather pronounced judgment on what in his view was wrong. Mr. Speaker did not only stop there, he also used very unsavory words to describe Mr. President. We believe that in a democracy, we have our right to disagree on views expressed. but we do not have right to say things to denigrate another. This, we think, is very unacceptable. Now, let me get into the main issue. Mr. Speaker said that Mr. President was undermining democracy and that he should have resorted to the Constitution in making certain communications to the House. We in the majority beg to disagree on the position taken by him. If you carefully read the letter that was sent to Parliament, Mr. President limited himself to the processes before the courts. And the fact that Parliament itself, through an affidavit, had joined issues. Parliament has filed an affidavit in opposition and is in court. In fact, Parliament is a party to the suit. So for us, we do not see how this would have to affect the proceedings of Parliament. In any event, Mr. Speaker has always deferred to the leadership of the House to guide him in the conduct of business. This morning, the leadership of the House sat together to discuss the various items to be taken. We have finished some of them. There were some that we were supposed to take, and we're told that Mr. Speaker would have to take the chair. It's very disappointing that after Mr. Speaker had made known his own views about the letter sent from the presidency to the clerk, he adjourned the House Synod without giving room for the leadership of the House to even comment. This we find very strange. But this is a democracy. We believe, as Mr. Speaker himself said, and I'll quote him, that this impasse.
Is it fair, Mr. Speaker? Majority
that is a red herring he's raising. And no, a assembly just to muddy the waters. Honorable Fenyuma can Kasanutino. What issue did he raise in the letter written by Asante Bidiatu? Only one can help you. What is the legal basis of that letter? There's no legal basis of that letter.
My memory only about Subil. Time into my memory only Honorable Mamintio, Unianubia, Eda, Omubepe Minister, Omutiani, anti-LGBTQ, Mrei, Aqua Parliament, President is Echo Trehonlete. I quite affect to be minister. Just say, yeah, Odakura Honda, Mamma Mintio.
Yeah, that's the cook. I think it serves us right. MPP for now or more parliament, you know. It serves us right. Because now who calls them? In the way, yes, parliament now who calls them? Any uncle son to Kusia as a yum. Naden Anka, a speaker of parliament. Na yɛ speaker of parliament ani akɔtoaba ani akɔtoama opposition a friends politician say ɔno na ɔmɛ speaker of parliament. So it's not so surprising. Na me nua asɛm wɔkan ni adeɛ a wɔka asɛm a wɔka sɛ what is the legal basis for letter no a present through the executive secretary no na the comma speaker of parliament wo so tia ɛna wɔka sɛ injunctions no injunction application, the effect of injunction. Yeah, there are two schools of thought. What can't am I for Nati? Say one school of thought, which they say, be a file injunction process now, and I said that court process now. Immediately now, I was say, would you I was say, we be. That's what's my work. What must man? The other school of thought
in reference to the Fiamapo and Parliament.
Or Nigeria general position of the law. That's it.
Okay.
So what I say. And one other school of thought, such as say injunctia, say will be a file process for injunction. It doesn't mean say you were stopped from doing whatever you're supposed to do, which of course is true. So what I say. It is say or no. A school of thought, no, actually say, the former. Now, what can I say? Once the court processes have been initiated, then a presupposes say, I will say, will be and hold on until the final determination of court. How on earth do you turn around and blame him? Yes. So, assuming he's coming from that school of thought, now, okay, you know, say, once court process is not I will say, every matter must come to a halt until the final determination of the case. Why do you assume, say, he's coming from the other school of thought? That says, say, the processes in court does not stop any body from acting. Why do you assume that? Who question the basis for Ononei? Mentiasie. Asema ye kanu. Ye mentiasie.
Mwako court.
Asema ye kanu.
President is on sign ebi o court. Mo ministers na mo yi wo mo no so ye veto mo ni
nti no so. Asema o kanu. Misrepresentation. What is misrepresented the facts?
Who is doing that?
The Speaker of Parliament. As someone cannot tell, as someone Speaker of Parliament refer to, as someone or refer, you know, Speaker not refer to no court issue no or refer, you know, Dafima as someone say court no. Two different issues altogether.
What makes it different?
What makes it different?
Okay.
It say Dafima is talking about. Sa asenso no mo ne upon kroman mo a
okay
ye do o my den
the reassignment.
Yes, that's what he's talking about. On can say ye injante parliament, and the FEMAPO is not injante parliament on the basis of that.
As we can secretary now the ministers
and the catch say against they are completely unrelated.
Secretary the ministers ba se vet wo no secretary no so about parliament ho no eno ahu no be the court nti edi asem ni
enye ne kure I make say na kure secretary the court no the FEMAPO the court no say it's all about as a fuamu ne James Akosamu about asensumo
the reassigned
and ministers
the post. Yes,
almost have no work and so they are completely unrelated. But don't say
because I was a deputy minister.
But you see, because say you are liberating him, he's going on parliament for vetting. Because deputy minister position is quite different. It's entirely different from
this thing. Because you say
that is the
you reassigning woman no, and the fiama power problem.
What, sir?
But omo you omo fresh in the day. And can say speaker me
he's not talking about that. The fiama hasn't got any problem. Which as if Fuamo any James Akosamo new appointment he hasn't got any problem with them.
Only problem
the problem say as and so free what's a house I walk rules no I was over parliament.
And the who fees and betimi aveti we mo e wie omo no de no court na ya hwese e be veti and I am veti
enti eno no ye issue fufro
but speaker fees and nyina veti
e bi me say eno ye completely different enye wo mo asem kura so that say enti asem okan no futuro no aye to gu ani asem okan no futuro na to gu ani hwe me nua betra okan wo say omo ko parliament no e ko veti no ye veti ono wasenso as a year friend is saying Western Housing Minister and based on that no and nobody assess the suitability and nobody approve no what I say and untino say no say you know free Western House the Corusa I was a parliament sabe day it's a be do so nsemu never say and pampa or qualify say argument idea man for no with my yard say not that the argument Akuoko all over the world. Reshuffle. Won't you reshuffle that? Reshuffle. Where has it ever meant say reshuffle? A friend say equivalent to a dismissal.
But you blame the fiama kwa na say you blame presidency so say.
You have to blame. You have to blame the speaker say or play politics.
Maybe say question. You blame the fiama kwa and I blame presidency.
The fiama kwa who blame the say?
Maybe say question. Manu see about him question. Okay. And I blame presidency so say. Inside of Sauber say these ministers have been reshuffled from their various portfolios to another ministry. No, there was a first letter by say you really do almost from their post.
One letter.
And
two letters. and get 2 letters. And the same communication, no, and we indicate here. And get 2 letters. They were never. In fact, there's nothing like that. But one same letter na communicating, no. Say what terminate one more, you know, one more friends one more services, no. But they have been reassigned to, and he used the word reassign.
And immediately now, the firma council say what you relieve, no. And so now can reassign.
No, but no. Friends, if the president had not even used the word,
that is the issue.
No, it's a president and you relieved. You use terminate. Or move free, hasn't been terminated? Hasn't they been relieved of the position? I was Western House Ministry. No, you do come on. You don't have to read them separately. One letter. One letter. The point is that set all free, as free Western Housing. Ever a year, a friend is saying, Rose, no, his services at the road Western Housing has been terminated. He has indeed been relieved of his position or services at that particular place. And no. So can anyone can? What difference made it? It doesn't mean anything. Because the bottom line is that he's no longer the minister for Western Housing. That's the bottom line. Kodon Ponkroma is no longer the minister for information. That means his position has been, his services no longer required at that particular ministry. He has been assigned all over the world. A fine and reshuffle in the United Kingdom, wherever. Your vet will be within the same tenure. The Ben Yaka say, oh, you understand, go back. Shall also say, JJ Rollins, JJ Rollins, carry over ministers from one administration to the other.
It doesn't be a question. Now, as a country, South Chuma about presidency. Any parliament, you know. Nti you be saying?
Politics, emphasis will be in Swa, Ura, and Ushiu, Tama, I think you make Kasa say most of the time. No. In fact, it is the practice. Our parliament say, Impukra, President Krampuno, a command seat of nation, Yashe TV. Before I said, Minister, a speaker, be taking decision piano. Or tomorrow. No, minority asate. Na majority ade akwi na minister speaker ade ato asem na ade ama members of parliament na say be adjourn ani ade. Yeah, that has been the practice. Minister say a discretionary opa no be opa no nya. Come on, you don't do that. Argentina in all instances there. Oh yes, ade no. You seek guidance from the leadership in all matters. Without the exception of one. In all matters, you have deferred decision as to whether or not to adjourn a parliament, to the leadership. Now we inquire there. Why answer?
Okay.
Because cool now what plans away cool.
Oh,
Bobby cool no because no. And yeah, leadership
don't forget the parliament and so one arm of government so
there be obi can say obi ni obi hon but omo de hono asome afenyo Maakye mo no mo hono mo nya ayi friends saying omo ni parliament
o share almost standing orders so that 102 103 104 it talks about them in fact they are masters of their own.
Me say nobody is saying that. Nobody as long make it you adia wo kan me tio dia wo kan me say we are talking about the standard practice in that parliament.
Okay.
No, don't forget say we law na say o da so
o go so share
who him say practices practices as a part of your law.
Okay.
What I say, your norms. Now as I can say, practices now, your practices, your norms. What I say, you are a part of your review.
I do who is about me, Boapa Nayamosa.
A cool only politics and for swinging soon away.
The speaker is
also quite idea. Oh, you see, right from the one. This LBLG and what's the difference saying? LGBT1Q plus a employee. It was needless in the first place. What I say, but a humbinti and a memory from a quad 2 mama and a base idea can was because Argentina, oh yeah, dear. Adina Eco Parliament, Eco Court. What say? Oh, the Adina Broman Pegina Manaba about the sign. I don't Pegina say, or Pesacana Fugin out here. Now so young TSA. Sesiana, what the Adina Bano, what the Adina Bar, Emride ewo ho say within some days no by 7 days no also indicate
part of parliamentary process.
What I say and what the bar it starts counting it start counting by enya ntia say ye ni ho no what the sade na ye dey e buy nti ye pese what ye hunu say sesia no ya serve yen this particular processes nti mesro be say be ya ka twentwen so na ka asem ne ye dey ye ho kan wi someone tia sia I matter say obey the state would disagreement say no and on the so we say enye genti ade ade na ye dey e ko over the nko yo ene ye kasa yi kam bi kran ka wo kan sisu ka wo kan sisu say asema mampagini ka no enye mra na mampagini eni kwan say obehye parliament e kwan a e fa so ye yi oh please has it been presented
we have stated so
tell me what presented ko sisan so presented ko what presented bill no ko
but no
it's so true
I'll call all the coin
it's so true
almost one some family because legal process
the parliament has tried this 3 times
but me honorable Haruna and honorable Moko your best mami no pet to wrap up the show enti the audio chato nyame aduma be sa to aso but ochina nyame aduma mumra achina we beto aso achina beto aso you beto aso Adam yeah
10 minutes 10 minutes say free carriers
we have also almost 1 hour yeah almost 1 hour yes I say almost about 15 minutes
the
ago.
President, the Speaker of Parliament in coming to this, I mean, lay the legal basis. Who would read paragraph 5, 6, now they are, or can say 3 critical bills were sent to, but he refused to assent to them.
Oh, can
no, time when you hold.
The audio chat,
paragraph 5, no, because make teachers in a while.
But the audio chat,
I will conclude.
That be because me just 1 minute, yes.
About teachers in issues now. Very critical. No, not in other unions. No, almost say they have no trust in the pay wages and other people who are dealing with them. Also, no money as a money mandate. You talk to anybody and you get nothing gets implemented. Or they say laptops. Once I can watch one several times. I got 3 November within 3 years. No.
Okay.
What is it?
Okay.
Secondly, share issue to do with even promotions. Me, I'm a teacher for 19 years now. You got promotion. What promoting at the message I bring, every seen it. Wouldn't anybody be a good at from Ranko? For about 7-8 months now. From far away August. On fire and why?
Okay.
Unfortunately,
yeah.
the teacher, you know, they don't even talk about these things.
And then
and
then I mean, speaker, I find your market. I don't know what could I chat or grab.
I think, say, teacher for any fair wages, first commission for Tantana Bandy. I mean, Miss Messer say, and I'm to be as a Umutu. Now, year to a year or more angel.
Okay.
Because I think, say, a teacher for a sacrifice.
Okay.
May come to a young do Hormua, 7 year teacher for Kibranke, no baby.
Okay.
They are sacrificing. She also come say a minimum uniforms, uniforms. We are correct to but at the end of the day, I ask them.
Okay.
They are doing all these things. So I say, and say, and I'm to be or honors with me. If they have practical challenges, they should let us know.
Okay.
Sometimes they shouldn't have to allow the problem to escalate. I say, now they will be no. They should let us know if they have practical challenges. Say they said, engage teachers, no, even before they do what they do.
Okay.
Now say, Uncle say, one country in Chile, so I know so equity. Na yeka, na fe amaka. Na no ye can say. Inti best say, omo enhwe, na yemfa yi nto na teacher for nya botre. O da say, munya botre say o ka say wonyi omugidi a. Omo anso ne basunku a ye de adwumadi na hye omonsa.
Okay.
Mesre say, omo nso enya botre. Na we nyina ye support. Say omo nso adwumadi no so be koso.
Honorable Michael Amwa Awuko and Honorable Haruna Esif, MC, official former MC and MC Carrier to Manga be just south. I don't pay any chef for share Kessben TV, Kessben FM, Facebook, Nibia, and Omoitin, and the other mas papa. Yama Muso Ama Joe Lakabe Tenase, the only say in radio. They say Omama who he radio presenters Ogana Dosso. Anipa baako a Oliver Khan di n'ani asi ne so baabi a ɔnam bia ɔkeka ne ho nsɛm ɛyɛ Sajo ɛso Oliver Khan obrego fi sɛ n'abamu emu da Sajo ɛde Kessben Sports no de aka bia no ɛbrɛ mu yɛfrɛ me Kwabena Akuoko Kwarteng mama me most mama na me producer Akuya Pisa Sarabedi ako director ɛyɛ Steven Kwache and Steve okay director bro for the no yɛ atwerɛ brɛ me yɛ director ɛyɛ Kwache Isaac and Susan Mosapon and Kwame your pages any team ne nyinaa no pay I'm grateful any set any mo amobo a nyinaa set camera nyame nhyira mo papa yeah sorry na Kessben Sports no aba yakra mo
Akuoko
yey
Akuoko Asantema afio
I say
ye mo akwa aba
Kessben dey on say ye kai yo
Asantema Kewasem Asantema Dom nti waba ye mo akwa aba mo atena ko ye ko ni
Dini Hyamsa. And stay soft concentrate fabric softener. I was such it move. Just send it this say you hear my tina watch. New unit.
Podma.